Today, we're breaking down the most savage, fearless, and downright uncomfortable moments when Kevin Hart roasted celebrities to their face. Kevin doesn't just tell a joke, he sets the hierarchy of the room. Stephen A. tries to clown Kevin about his hat.
I gotta ask you a question. The hat, it's one thing to wear the hat backwards. Do you have an afro under that or something? It looks very, very high.
Expecting a quick laugh at Kevin's expense. But Kevin flips the entire moment with one sharp line. Whatever's going on under my hat is none of your damn business.
I'll tell you what. Hey, that's none of your damn business, okay?
It looks light and playful on the surface. But watch the mechanics. Kevin doesn't defend, explain, or justify anything. He redirects the target. That's a classic comedic power move, the reversal. Instead of absorbing the embarrassment, he reflects it back at Stephen, turning the crowd's laughter towards him instead of at him.
Whatever's going on up under my hat is none of your business.
This is Kevin establishing dominance early. He's signaling, if you come for me, you better be prepared for what comes back.
The only information that you need to know is that I don't have a mushroom on the top of my head like you. That's right, Stephen A. I have a cut from this year.
Comedians know, the person who controls the laughter controls the room. Kevin earns that control instantly, and everyone, including Stephen, subconsciously adjusts to his energy for the rest of the exchange. Kawhi Leonard's laugh is one of those rare cultural moments that didn't need a script. It became a meme the second it happened.
I'm not sure if he wants me to say that. It's kind of personal. It's personal.
If someone is sitting in the front of one of your shows and laughs like that,
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Most comedians would jump in with a joke instantly, but Kevin chooses a far more intelligent tactic. He doesn't say a word. Instead, he pauses, locks his eyes on Kawhi, and lets his face do the work.
I'm a fun guy. Obviously, I love the game of basketball.
That silence, that stare, that slow disbelief spreading across his expression, that is the joke. This is elite comedic instinct.
I mean, there's just more questions you have to ask in order for me to tell you about myself.
Kevin understands that if he says something, he risks ruining the purity of the moment. He chooses restraint, and restraint is a power move. He becomes the stand-in for the entire audience, reacting exactly how everyone watching felt inside. That's why it lands so hard.
I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
Kevin isn't mocking Kawhi as a person. He's highlighting a universal reaction. This is what separates a good comedian from a great one. The confidence to let the audience fill in the punchline themselves. Kevin isn't attacking Kawhi. He's translating the awkwardness into laughter we can all share, without crossing the line into cruelty.
It's like not even a laugh. It's like it's just like.
Now here's where Kevin steps into dangerous comedic territory, the kind most entertainers avoid unless they're ready for backlash.
Dwayne's got a tattoo right above his ass that says, "Come on."
Roasting either Kim Kardashian or Kanye West is risky enough. Roasting them together, in the middle of a highly publicized divorce, is like juggling lit matches next to a gas tank.
And the end of Kim and Kanye in real life. In the divorce, Kim got the house and Kanye got the stadium.
Yet Kevin doesn't hesitate. He delivers the line with surgical precision. Kim got the house, Kanye got the stadium. It's funny, yes, but look deeper. Kevin isn't just mocking their situation. He's highlighting the absurdity of celebrity life.
That's right. When they separated, Kanye moved into Atlanta's Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This is actually Kanye's room. Let's take a look.
These motherfuckers really did move.
Yeah.
He uses exaggeration to expose how fame twists reality into something the average person can barely relate to. A stadium as a breakup consolation prize? It sounds ridiculous, and that's exactly why the joke works.
Then he went to a game later that night that was on top of the stadium that he was sleeping up under.
Yeah, well, when they said, "Kanye, what you about to do after this?" "I'm about to go downstairs and go to bed." What?
What makes this moment brilliant is Kevin's emotional positioning. He's not punching down or attacking Kanye personally. He's laughing at the surreal world of celebrity privilege.
Yeah, I'm about to go right to sleep. I ain't gonna do too much after this. I ain't trying to be up all night. I'm gonna go right downstairs, go to bed. Tell them they gotta wrap this basketball shit up. I got a big day tomorrow.
The humor lands because it's rooted in truth, and truth, especially uncomfortable truth, is what sticks with an audience long after the laugh fades.
Dwayne Johnson's
Don't say it.
breath smells like shit on the regular. And nobody knows.
Now this moment right here, this is comedy with a death wish, and Kevin walks into it smiling. Roasting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is like insulting a lion while standing inside the cage with raw meat taped to your neck.
This. You wanna know where the eyebrow raise came from? It came from the reaction of people when he goes, hello. And everybody
Most people would never even think of firing that shot. But Kevin goes for the jugular with pure confidence, joking that The Rock's iconic eyebrow raise came from people reacting to his breath. This is where you see the psychology of Kevin Hart's roasting strategy. He doesn't just tell a joke, he weaponizes friendship. He only says this because he knows their bond can handle it. The humor isn't cruel. It's rooted in familiarity, in shared history. Their dynamic turns the insult into a performance, not an attack. And notice something subtle. The joke works because it's unexpected. Nobody associates The Rock with flaws. He's Hollywood's superhuman brand. So Kevin chooses the one angle nobody sees coming. That's elite comedic instinct. He knocks a giant off his pedestal for 1 second, not to humiliate him, but to remind the audience that even legends are human. More importantly, this moment shows Kevin's comedic armor in action. His humor is his shield. His size, his lack of physical intimidation, none of it matters. Words are his power. And when your wit is sharper than anyone's punch, you can stand toe-to-toe with the biggest man in the room and walk away the winner. This moment is a masterclass in silent comedy, the kind most comedians never learn. Sofia Vergara is explaining the challenges of her accent in Hollywood, and Kevin barely says a word.
I went crazy about that story because, I have this accent that's not that strong, but
watch his face. His eyebrows tighten, his lips press, his eyes dart.
It sometimes
He is performing without speaking.
not allows me to play every role that I want.
Then he drops just one line. I feel you're being judged right now.
So it was a complicated character for me.
That sentence hits like a dart. Why? Because Kevin is exposing the unspoken truth in the room. He's not roasting Sophia. He's roasting the industry that stereotypes her.
I feel you're being judged right now.
He's calling out Hollywood's bias through the vehicle of laughter. This is where Kevin moves beyond being a funny guy
But we don't get high on our own supply.
and becomes a social commentator disguised as a comedian. He translates the awkwardness everyone feels, but no one is brave enough to voice. His humor becomes a mirror, reflecting the tension back at the audience, softened by comedy so they can actually face it. And notice the precision. Kevin never says Sophia's accent is funny. He lets her proudly talk, then uses timing, stillness, and implied humor to elevate the joke. That is high IQ comedy. He doesn't punch down. He punches around the issue, letting the audience connect the dots. Most comedians need punchlines, setups, exaggeration. Kevin proves that sometimes all you need is silence, awareness, and one perfectly placed sentence to steal the moment.